I've never seen eggplant parmesan like this. Normally it's layered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to after I go to White Rock Lake now. I didn't know about it, so I pop over now to White Rock Lake.
It's good. It's not outstanding, but it's good.
I think it's awful.
Okay.
There's plenty of vegan bread.
Is that pretty tasty?
Oh yeah.
So Monica, what's your impression about the wine?
It lacks taste and it's a little bit vinegary. It doesn't have any body to it. It's very vinegary.
Okay.
I would not recommend the house bread.
Okay. Hello, my name is Elijah Blau, and I've been a vegan for over 10 years. In 2016, the Veggie Outers was formed to help more people consume more plant-based foods and get access to education and resources. We've since evolved into reviewing the restaurants that we pay a visit, based on the price, the atmosphere, customer service, and the food. We don't forget to have some fun in the process though. Join us in yet another review where we go to a restaurant and give the food a try. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 9.
10 every single time. This is my my favorite dish.
I would give it a 8.5.
I would say probably like a 7.
The tofu was great. It had great flavor. The texture of the tofu was cooked perfectly. It had a crunch on the outside. Maybe a 8 because of the sesame ball.
What's up everyone? So we're at the Loveria Caffe here in Colleyville. We're about to give them a review based on their customer service, atmosphere, food, and the price. So let's see what we thought about it. Okay, Monica. So what did you get on the menu today?
Eggplant with cheese.
Okay. And food-wise, what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, had I known what it was, my rating might have been different. I thought it was going to be more like eggplant parmesan, but it was basically rolled up eggplant with marinara sauce and a sprinkling of vegan parmesan. So it was totally not what I expected. But overall, I would give it. I'm going to give it a 4 for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the marinara sauce was just too sweet. So, yeah, unfortunately. Because the place is nice, so they're trying to do vegan dishes. I think they need somebody to come in and consult them on their vegan dishes.
Okay, Kate. So what'd you get on the menu?
I got the gnocchi, the broccoli, sauteed broccoli, and I got the bruschetta mati.
Okay. And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10 of food?
So the gnocchi was okay. The tomato sauce I felt was a little too sweet for my taste. I like a little bit more acidity in my pasta sauce. It was pretty good. It had like a really good texture to the gnocchi as well. The bruschetta was actually the best, in my opinion. It had like olives and capers and onions and a lot of good veggies on it. And it paired really well with the sauce, like when I got towards the end of the meal. I did get full on it, so I'm taking food home with me. And then the broccoli was also really good too. It was like a really good texture, had a nice crunch to it. So I would say overall, on a scale of maybe 1 to 10, the meal was probably like maybe a 7.5, 8.
So 7.5?
Yeah.
Okay, Lynn.
Okay.
So what did you get on the menu?
The eggplant, I don't remember what it's called on the menu.
Okay. And what would you give that on a scale of 1 to 10, food-wise?
I would give it probably 7. I mean, it was good, but it was not much to it. It was like marinara sauce, some vegan Parmesan sprinkled on top, and just rolled up eggplant slices. Now the eggplant was cooked well. I'd give them that. The eggplant had a really nice texture to it, not mushy, but not, and it didn't have any bitterness to it like sometimes eggplant can get. So it had a good taste. It just was not enough for what it was.
Okay.
The only thing also on the food was that they don't have vegan bread, so I had a lot of marinara sauce left over and no bread.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Gal. So, what did you get on the menu today?
I can't remember how to say it, but it was eggplant parm, and I got the so-called cheesecake. But yeah, those are the two things I got.
Okay. And what would you rate those on a scale of 1 to 10, food-wise?
I thought they were both really good. I'll say 9. And the only reason I take one off is because I kind of wish that the eggplant parm had something else, like maybe a piece of bread or a little bit of spaghetti on the side, just to make it more substantial. And I said so-called cheesecake because it tasted really good, but I don't think it fit the description of cheesecake. It was more like a tart or a compote, but it was good. It just wasn't what I expected when you call it cheesecake, but it was really good. So I'll say 9 on those. I just kind of wish there was a little more to make it a little more substantial.
I got the zucchini spaghetti with roasted vegetables.
Okay. How do your taste buds feel about that?
It was good. The vegetables were fresh. There was a wide variety of vegetables, so I was pleased with it. The marinara sauce was good. It was a little sweet. I think everybody kind of thought it was a little sweet. Probably could have used a little red pepper flakes or something. It would have been nice if they kind of offered that on the side. But overall, it was pretty good. I can't complain. Yeah. So what? Rate the food on a scale of?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I wish they had bread. They didn't have any bread for us, which they explained that they can't. That I think they probably put eggs in the bread, but they had the bruschetta as a menu item. So it would have been nice if they could have brought out that and used that for our bread and maybe just put it with some oil or something. So I think, I was a little bit, I wanted there to be a little bit more. Typically I would be hungry. I'm just not hungry today because I had a big lunch. But if I didn't have a big lunch, I would be still hungry. So I will give the food a 8 for that reason.
Okay. And how do you feel about the atmosphere of this place?
Oh, I think it's really nice. Yeah, I really like it. Very nice. I'll give it a 9.
I love the atmosphere. I think it's beautiful in here. It looks like very quaint, very classy. Probably a great place for a date night. But I think the ambiance is really good. I like how the waiters and waitresses are dressed, how they greet the guests when you come in. So I would say overall, I would give the ambience probably like a 9.
Okay. It gives you a Sopranos feel?
No, not Sopranos.
that restaurant that's in the show?
No, I know what you're talking about, but not quite, because I don't feel like, mafia style when I come in. But no, for me it feels like a really cute, romantic, date night probably kind of place, or like a nice girlfriends catch up dinner or something like that. So, but yeah.
Okay. They're missing the mafioso. Got it.
Right.
And what would you give the atmosphere of this place on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd probably give them a 9. The atmosphere, it's really pretty. The only thing is the way it's set up, it's really loud.
I like it. It's a little loud because it's got like a big high ceiling that I think just amplifies the sound. But it's really pretty, and I like the sort of ambiance here. So I'll say 9 for the atmosphere also.
It's very nice in here. It's very fancy. The outside looks cool, so I would like to come back and go outside sometime. I will give the atmosphere a 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Specific number. Okay.
I can't give it a 10 because it's a little loud. That's the only reason why.
Sup, Veggie Outers? I take it you're enjoying the review or content you're watching right now. But a frequent question I always get is, Elijah, where can I get some Veggie Outers merch? Because I see you rocking it all the time and I want some of my own. I'm glad to say that you can actually get the merch on our website. Just go to www.theveggieouters.com, click on products, and click on merch. There you'll see a variety of shirts, hoodies, and tank tops that you can pick from, and we have 2 different designs on our merch that you can pick from. So if you want to help move the notion forward of convincing people that it's legal to be plant-based in all 50 states of America, go to www.theveggieouters.com and get your merch today. Now, back to the video. And how about the customer service? On a scale of 1 to 10, how you feel like they took care of us?
Well, it's a Saturday night, so I take that into consideration, but I don't think, I don't remember coming back for a long time to ask how everything was doing. I was almost like finished. So I'll give customer service maybe a 5.
Okay. And what do you think about the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, customer service I thought was really good. I think she was very attentive to us. She came and checked on us throughout the meal, brought us additional things that we needed, tried to accommodate us based on our food preferences. I do feel like they could have made more of an effort to give us bread like they do to all the guests that come in, just because for my meal I was able to get bread. So I would say that's the only kind of caveat to the entire customer service experience. I think maybe there should have been more of an effort to try to accommodate us based on our food preferences in terms of that. But I would say overall customer service probably was about an 8.
Yeah, I'd give her a 10. She was over here refilling drinks a lot and answering questions and bringing extra things.
I think that was a 10. It's busy, so things came out kind of slow, but I think that's just out of account of the busyness. But she's been really helpful and understanding with us, and she made sure to explain to us why we didn't get the complimentary bread because it wasn't vegan, so that way we wouldn't wonder. So she's good, 10.
And how about the customer service?
I'll give the customer service an 8. They were very good at explaining like why we couldn't have the bread. They like with you ordering the raviolis, they explained like the option for it is different today. Like they were offering squash instead of spinach, so very transparent. But I also felt like they ran out of things a little too. Like they only had 1 cheesecake, and again with the whole bread situation. So I feel like them kind of like running out of their items for vegans. I would dock a couple of points for that. So that's why I give them an 8.
And how about the price on a scale of 1 to 10?
For what I got, I mean, because of the place, it's an upscale, it's a nice place, so the price was okay, but for really the amount of food and what it was, I would give it a 6.
I will say it is a little pricey, I thought, especially for the broccoli. I got like a small bowl of broccoli, it was like $12. The bread, it was like 6 pieces of bread for like $15. And then the gnocchi was like $20-something for like the bowl with nothing else, no veggies with it. So I would say just for what they give you, especially for the vegan side, I felt like it was probably a bit too pricey.
And then you could see it when we were there.
So number-wise, what would you give it?
Price I would give maybe a 6.
And how about that price?
Yeah, the price for what it was very high.
Yeah. So what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would probably give the price a 6.
Okay.
Well, I wish it were either a little less expensive or a little more substantial. That kind of goes back to the food not having like a side or anything. So I find it to be pretty pricey, but it looks like the kind of place that would be. So I got to be fair, but I'll say about a 7 because I don't like to spend that much really usually. But
you and everyone else.
Yeah.
And how does your wallet rate this place as far as the price goes?
Oh my, it was pretty expensive. 15 bucks for bruschetta. I don't even remember how much I paid for what I got. I think it was like $20 for some like zucchini and vegetables. It's pretty expensive for small portions. So I would rate that a 7. Yeah, I want more, or I want it to be cheaper.
Okay, Veggie Outers, so what I got the ravioli, and food-wise, I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't think there's anything wrong with the taste or the quality of food. I do have some other things to say in other categories, so let's just go there. Atmosphere, this place actually looks pretty fancy, pretty uptown-ish, so I'm gonna give it a 9. I won't give it a 10 just because it is noisy. I realize there's not too much they can do with that given the situation, but it does affect the experience. Customer service-wise, this is hard. I'm gonna mention the things I like and what I don't like. I like the separate menu and the fact that it's a physical menu that you can order. And they did keep a close eye on us, made sure our water is filled, but it took about 30 minutes to bring the food out. And everyone is out, well, other people mentioned the whole bread issue. I felt like they probably could have did something else to accommodate that, because that affected how hungry we were afterwards. So I'm gonna give them a 7 on customer service. Moving on to the price. Now, everything I said so far influences what I'm gonna say about this price. Because of lack of bread or sides, me personally, you see what I got on the screen right now, and that literally is a snack, at the most an appetizer, maybe enough to feed, like it looks like there's a 4-year-old right in front of me. It seems like it'd be a meal for her. I'm still hungry, and I know afterwards I'm gonna have to go and get something else to eat. I'm gonna give them a 3 on the price, because the portions don't match the price. I paid like 26 bucks, and I'm still hungry, and I was still hungry instantly after I finished eating. That's just unacceptable, so that's why they're getting a 3. But with that being said, that concludes my review. Stay tuned for the next review, and be sure to check us out on our website, www.theveggieouters.com. I'll catch you on the next review. Peace out.